I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back with you for Black Clover episode 87.
Last episode, we had the second part of the flashback with Yami and William, and we saw how they became captains together at the same time.
Yep.
So still rivals, and so far, no one is stronger than the other. We did see a situation where Yami was overpowered and he was stuck. He was pushing his limits, but still William came in and helped him out. The lesson was that it's not because you get beaten, it's not because you get surpassed that you let it destroy you. You need to get back on your feet and keep trying to get strong. Madada, right?
Doesn't matter if you lose 99 times against your own rival, you're gonna beat it the next one.
Yeah. We also saw like the core values of their squads because they created those squads themselves. They chose the names and the purpose.
One
and it
fitting
truly,
to their own image. Yeah.
it's very fitting to them. And it confirmed that Yami has a heart, a big heart, and like he cares about the members of his squad very much. We always knew it, but he hides it well sometimes. So now that the flashbacks are over, Mereoleona is at the door. She destroyed the door. We don't know if she's the messenger with the results or if she has something else that she wants. Maybe like I said in the opening, it kind of looks like she wants to do a gathering or that people will, reunite to do whatever. So I don't know.
Fight club.
I don't know about that, but still she's at the door, so let's see what she wants. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go.
She's the
She's the sunshine.
Why do you look pissed? She's always like that, but still. Breaking the property? Are you gonna pay for the door? Everyone's calling you Cisco Leon.
Mereoleona.
He doesn't want to be kidnapped again.
黙って受け取れバカ者
A bribe?
見舞いの礼だ本当に死にたいか
礼なんかいらねえよ好むもんなんて人の飲むもんじゃねえはずいらねえ
よし殺す
殺しちゃダメでしょ
Accept my thanks or die. With gratitude.
Gonna kill you with kindness.
いらないんですか
Of course.
ください
That cat is also drunk.
だけなんですねでもないとこに連れてかれるんじゃないかと思い
I love that they gave her a tooth. Yeah.
連れて行く
They always get kidnapped.
どこにですか地獄
Maybe it's because they've been picked. Literally. They were all in the tournament.
But Magna.
団員がさらわれようとしてるのよ
He's happy with this.
帰ってくれんなら好きにして
Sacrifice.
日頃の行いが悪かったようだなお前ら
ロイヤルナイツ選抜試験合格だ
Oh, so you did not. Shit. Oh man.
ロイヤルナイ
So she is the messenger.
ト優勝できなかったけど置いてかれてなんかいいね
Aww.
I feel bad for Magna.
Yeah. Of course you made it, girl. You were awesome.
アスタと一緒にそんなのどうでもいいし
Part of the reason.
したのは嬉しいけど仲間とそれだけだし
Denial, girl, is a river in Egypt.
迷惑かけないでよねおお鍛えてるから大丈夫だ突っ込むなって言ってるの
そういえばもう一人合格者がいた気がするが
Yes?
俺じゃないっすかねえねえねえ俺ですよ
Well, who
見
else?
当たらんな
Zora.
お前ではない
Zora
まあいいはかけてある
is the only one who could potentially.
マグナ先輩
I feel bad
I'm
for
sad about, yeah.
残念だったねマグナもっともっと強くなるから
Don't cross the knife.
言ってくれるじゃねえかこれ転んでも立ち上がってやる
Yep. You also heard this story.
よしバネスつけ
No.
んだけど
Later.
もっと強くなりて
Not letting it get him down.
お楽しみは取っとくわチェリーヤンキーだから無事に帰ってこいよアスタとノエルもなうっせ当然よ
どいつもこいつもいい顔してやがる
So, was Zora always, like we
Always
thought,
one?
was he a part of the Black Bulls just he was aware? Or was he automatically added to the squad.
副団長
Mimosa's there too.
バーミリオン
Of course.
何度呼ばれても美しいフーリエンジェル
She made it too.
水力の灯籠
Yeah.
エン
Alright.
ディングガード
He made it, but not Magna.
The way that he fought, maybe?
He didn't do shit.
団長
Of course.
フラギルトルメント
She made it too.
はーいできなかったリルです
Just like Asta.
His spirits left his body.
金色の夜明けクラウスルネ
Faustnet,
ミ
yeah.
モザバーミリオン
Yes.
ユノ
金色クオリティ金色プライド
選抜試験の MVP なんだから
ラック・ボルティアノエル・シルバーそして
Asta.
アスタ
And there's another
And
one.
then, yeah.
俺は置いてかれてなんていねえぞ何度でも立ち上がる
That's what he wants.
また転ぶ
Ouch.
ガルのも事実だからな
認めるのね
It's all in good faith, but he's good at insulting Asta.
なお紹介が遅れたが団長に任命され
Is
た
she gonna be the captain of this? Yeah. You're gonna suffer.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna whip them into shape.
名実ともに申し分ないああこちらとしてはバンジャンス団長になってほしかったが
I think there's a reason why it's not him. They don't want Golden Dawn involved.
叩き潰す
You will suffer.
Sure.
いいか熾烈な選抜試験を経て選ばれた団員たちだ白夜の魔眼殲滅まで私が預からせてもらう
L'équipe spéciale de destruction de Eye of the Midnight Sun.
一人来てないな
Zora?
遅刻とは舐めているのか
Probably.
Zora.
Yes,
Yeah, he's delightful. But since the beginning, or you just joined the crew?
Depends on how you understand what Julia
舐
said.
めてはいるようだな
I like him.
He's one of us.
どれほどのもんか確かめときたくてね
I really like him.
Lex looks way better on you, buddy.
なんでお前がそのロープを
He's a part of the family. Whether or not he was before, I don't care. He's a part of the family now.
Yeah.
黒の防御だからに決まってんだろ
Since the beginning?
ちゃんと説明しなさいよ
Surprise.
もう何年も前のほろ苦い思い出だ
So, okay, so it did happen before.
Okay, so he was part of a crew from. Alright.
バケモンにて
Yummy.
Yummy.
逆にボッコボコにされちまったってわけだ
Can't stop him. But he probably liked that. He's like, you got the guts, kid.
お前なかなか面白いから
You're cool.
捨てていいよこんなもん着るわけホイホイ渡していいもんじゃねえだろうが
In this case, it's cool.
よくわかってんじゃねえか
He understands the value of the cape.
だったら着ればいいんじゃね
So he was never a standard magic knight,
Yeah.
right?
The door was open.
スカウトで裏口入団したんだなこれが
ザックスてめえずりーぞ俺の時はあんな大変
It's true. It's true.
Ghost also.
ゾライデアーレだ
Well,
草チビ後輩
He was told to, yeah, to be a
No,
part.
he
Yeah.
got recruited by Yummy.
嘘ついたんだ
言うだろ騙すにはまず味方からって
いや敵って誰先輩ですかお前
Well,
そうだよ
立ち回れてか
I love this already.
スーパー魔導士ならぬ真の魔法騎士だ
Yes.
再会の記念に
あでも慣れればいい匂いかも
そんなわけないでしょ
やっぱとんでもなくていつまでわちゃわちゃやっとるか
With a squad like this, we need a captain like her.
Oh, yeah.
ロイヤルナイツローブに着替えに行ったぞ
New uniforms?
白夜の魔眼のために作られた体勢に優れたローブだ
I want to see this. Holy shit.
Not sure if I'm liking the look, but okay.
着る日が来るとはなだが肩を並べるなんてありえない
Just you wait.
It's as close as the same to the same squad as we can get. In a way, I think they are gonna enjoy working together.
Looks like they're two singing in the choir.
Asta has a chibi version.
You know what?
締まる思いだ
I don't know if I like it, but
I think it looks they were to sing in the choir at church.
俺のだけ短くないアスタふざけてるのかしてみたらこんなんだったんだって
Oh, fuck off. Really?
a few additional member captains.
選抜試験を受けてはいないが
Oh.
シレンティウムとコブポルタポルト敵のアジトの模型の作成及び魔力量を把握できる空間魔法の使い
Okay,
手
okay.
ケースが未だ入院中のため追加招集となった
So you would have made the cut.
You would have, yeah.
ノゼルシルバーこの男にも参加してもらう
That's why he's in the opening with real.
So you can prove your other brother that you became strong.
一団員として共に戦うなど
断るとばかり思っていたが
Avenge Fuegoleon.
王に任ぜられたまでの
Avenge Fuegoleon.
お前たちがロイヤルナイツだ。ちょっとノザルさん登場してるんですか？いつないですよ。
むしろでありながら試験など
I know, right?
Yeah. To have fun.
特に王族の団長の力は必要であろうじゃからなロイヤル
Oh, damn, man.
Can we overthrow him by the end of the show?
Please.
国王陛下
She's still angry at him. It doesn't matter who he is.
で呼ばれたわロイヤルナイツの名に恥じる
分かっていると思うが白夜の魔眼はテロ組織だ。我らの手で根こそぎ壊滅すれば天への尋問により明らかとなったのはグリモワールを持つ魔導士、リヒト3人が最高戦力だということ。
Two have been defeated by the same squad.
サードアイである獣魔法の使い手サラマンダーを従える。残る一人は魔法魔法
He'll
の
be
使い
tough
手
too.
ライア最大最強の敵となることは間違いない。視力を尽くして戦う。覚悟はいいか。
Yes.
クローバー13世国王陛下。
なんじゃ大声で
どうぞ
She yells at everyone.
の続きを。
You said it all. He's stealing the sunshine.
何も言うことがないではないか頑張るように以上
それだけ。
What else can he say?
白夜の魔眼のアジトってどこにあるんですか？
それは
これから我らが向かう白夜のアジトゴーマ地帯浮遊ダンジョンの中だ。
Cool. We're coming.
だいぶ遅れちまったな。
ふぬけた顔をしているな。
They remind me of characters we've seen.
Look like Luck and the one I don't know.
弱いもんね。
He does, yeah.
あ、いたいた。
そうよもう。
起きるのも面倒
Oh my gosh.
Charlotte.
Yeah. And we saw Real also.
リヒト君の横ぴったりキープしてんのかよ。リヒト君はもう人のもんになるんだから離れとけ。
僕の勝手じゃないですか。
見ました
結婚してもリヒトはみんなのリヒトだもの。
入る隙間もなくなるわな。
パトリだって分かってるさ
マナも祝福してくれているのを感じる。私たちの子が生まれてくるのがとても嬉しいよ。私たちの未来だ。架け橋になるよ。
リヒト君、テティア
おめでとう。
夢だったな。目覚めは近いね。
Okay, they talk about it before that Ghost looked like one of the elves from back then. But seeing so
And we
many,
saw many.
we
Yeah.
saw many. We saw Charlotte.
Charlotte for sure.
We saw Fana once again. We saw Real. We saw Mimosa. Honestly, Lich looked like Yuno.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You think?
No.
Look at his face.
Yuno has a pretty generic face, but he's more like angular and stuff. Like I wouldn't say he looks like Yuno.
And we saw one that looks like Luck also.
Luck or Real. At first I thought it was Real, but then you said Luck, and I was thinking yes, he looks more like Luck. The other woman I think is Charlotte. So yeah, we there's a lot of characters in there that look like our guys.
What's the deal then?
Well, what's the deal is that we could be reincarnations somehow, or potential vessels to be used. I know they want to get all those magic stones. They're talking about the awakening. Lisht hasn't woken up since the last fight yet, right?
Not to my knowledge.
So maybe like when he said the awakening, he meant because they are still missing 2 stones. He could mean that Lisht is gonna wake up, so then we'll be facing Lisht when we go to the hideout. But still, we still don't really know what all the magic stones together will achieve. One idea is that it'll bring back the demon from back in the day, so their ultimate leader. It could make it like, at the end of the day, what is the goal? To kill everyone that's responsible for what happened, to bring the truth to light,
to bring back those who perished back then.
to force everyone who could be a vessel to turn into
I'm guessing that's the main point, yeah.
or all of the above potentially. I'm thinking it would bring back their leader, because they talked about this before, but like, guys, this is episode like 80 whatever.
86.
Some of the details
Or
we forgot.
87.
Some of the details we forgot, but don't remind us. But still, I'm thinking bringing back their leader, who we think turned into that demon in order to finish what they started and get their revenge, is one thing. But for sure, there was a baby from the union between
Half elf, half
Lisht
human.
and the
Katia.
sister, right? So if that baby survived, they are descendants of this. I know people confirmed that Noelle's ears was a point of view thing, right? Like Noelle's mother's ears, when we were like, is it supposed to be that pointy? So forget about what we said then, but still, it's not too far-fetched to imagine that if that baby survived, there could be people in charge today, maybe the royals, who are a direct, descendant of this. But for sure, we know that some people around are potential vessels because of their resemblance to the elves back then. How are they potential vessels? Why are they so similar? I don't know. How they exist. Reincarnations? I don't know. They'll explain eventually, but it's still, it's in a way it is scary because it looks like right now they need a connection, like they need to be allowed in to possess a body, like to take over. But if the connections already exist because they are so similar, because they are incarnations or whatever, do we need, like, kind of like with Langris, if he hasn't made any deal or whatever, does that mean that if you break down mentally, like if you have that moment, they can all turn into third eye elves?
We know that the magic came from the elves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So technically the grimoires came from the elf. Who's to say that since the grimoires are choosing their own owners, like their new owners, the mana that the people have is linked. Like, I mean, we're talking about reincarnation.
She's like, they just inherited the magic of an elf that used to be.
So they are connected through the elves by the grimoires.
But my question is, can they force the opening of the third eye? Because like Fana was approached by Lisht. He said, I'm going to help you out. And it's kind of like she accepted his offer. And that's when she became a member of his group, right? With Langris, when we saw that he was turning, we thought that maybe he had met Lisht and maybe he had connected but refused to turn, kind of like saying, I'm still strong enough. And then the more he doubted his own strength, the more he came close to accepting the change, and he would have turned eventually into that third eye elf. But does that mean that, like, if you meet Lisht, you automatically, if you have a connection with someone back in the day and you meet Lisht, does that mean that you automatically could turn if you get angry enough? Like, how does that work? Like, we really need to understand this, because we're going there, and there are a lot of characters that we know that have a link to elves back in the day. So
Julius, is said that Langris was the unconscious traitor, or that someone who's a traitor without knowing that he is
because
a traitor?
of course, because Langris is not the one that opened the portals, just like Fana's not the one that attacked us. It's her body being used. But in order to create the connection, do you have to reach out to Lish? Do you have to accept a deal? Because she kind of did. She reached out for his hand, or can he force it on you? That is my question. Langris is already connected because he's been used.
He's the vice captain of the Golden Dawn.
Yeah, but he went back to being himself after that. So, is it conscious? If it's not conscious, that means they can force the possession, and they don't have to make a deal with, because that's what we assumed with Fana. But if they can force the connection, that means everyone we saw in that flashback who looked like someone we know could potentially force the possession there. Like, for example, we're going into the lair, and if things turn sour, and Luck has a connection to one of the elves, could he be, like...
Go against us?
Could he be forcefully taken over? That is my fear right now a little bit. Like, we need more explanation as to how that works. And then the whole comment about how the awakening is approaching. If it means Lisht wakes up, then fuck, because he's strong. But still,
so we
the
got
Royal
our
Knights.
16 Royal Knights that have been selected. Poor Magna. I feel bad for him.
I feel confused for some of the choices.
Why?
Magna showed strength. He showed adaptability. He showed power. Yet he wasn't picked, but Ren was. He didn't do much. He gave okay. In a team situation, Ren provided support, mental focus, and just like he cheered Noelle on, and he did help a little bit, but still. So I see why he would be a part of the team, but if he's part of the team, then Magna's just been played dirty. That's unfair. Maybe it's just because the way he acted, Julius was, thought that maybe in a team situation he wouldn't be a good addition. Like he didn't think that it would help because he'd be like fiery, he'd go on his own, maybe he'd act.
And we
alone.
already have
we have luck.
No, we have our squad captain, Magna Sisgolion.
Mereoleona
Yeah, thank you very much.
with the firepower.
Yeah.
Well, Leopold is not there either.
True.
But then again, that's another thing. Ren didn't do much, but then Leopold, who did quite a bit, is not there either.
Yeah.
So what were the criterias? Maybe there is a part of this that's prove yourself, but there's also kind of like they added 2 guys who were not in the tournament, but we need their skills. Maybe it came down also to like one element and like who's the best. Like we needed someone with a portal ability, and Finral would have been a good choice, but they would not have had it. Like, if the tournament had gone differently, we would not have had Finral and Langris. Because one is enough. Like, you don't need 2 of those. So, one with what they can bring, one other with something else they can bring, and in order to create a balanced team. So, since we had Mereoleona and Magna didn't bring anything different that she can't bring, maybe that's why he wasn't picked. And in his own way, Ren brings something that no one else brings. So
Mushrooms?
Support. And also, like, he's got a way to contact everyone on the team.
It is true, yeah.
So there's that. I'm not a big fan of the capes. And weirdly
Honestly, it looks like they're going to sing in a church.
yeah, the choir.
In a choir.
The colors are a bit weird for some of those guys, because, like, their hair color fits with their clothes, but in this case, they all have the same cloak color, so for some of them it clashes. The whole, like, I know they have slits in the front so that they can put their hands forward. Asta being the only one with a different cape, I think there are 2 reasons for this. 1, he's the main character, so we need to
stand out.
we need him to stand out. And 2, his whole thing is to fight with swords. He cannot have long pieces of cloth stopping him from moving. So that makes sense, but still, just to see them all like surrounded like this is a bit intense. But I'm still happy. I'm glad that Mereoleona is the captain, because she's gonna push them. And
what do you think about the fact that Noelle joined the squad?
like you said, now we've proved that Noelle has proved that she can defeat Solid, and being in a team with Noelle means they will have to work together. So it is the perfect opportunity to potentially air things out and show her strength to him, because he wasn't at the tournament. He would have heard things, but maybe he just dismissed it as Solid just wasn't strong enough, or it was
she got lucky.
Somebody
Help her out.
Somebody else. Like, she was in a team with Yuno, right? Like, we can explain that. But being there, he's going to have to notice it. So please make 1 or 2 steps in the right direction with these 2, with this opportunity, because it'll be cool. Love the banter between Rill and him of how did you become a part of this without doing anything that surprised you?
I'm a captain. I just asked to be part of the team. You could have done the same. What?
Yeah. But that aside, going back to Magna real quickly, it sucks that he's not going to be a part of this, but then at the same time, I'm glad that he also listened to the story and he's not letting it destroy him, like put him down. He's taking it as a challenge. So Luck gets his chance to grow stronger over there and be a part of something big, but Magna will be training at home, and it doesn't mean he's not gonna grow strong either.
Yeah.
For Asta and Yuno, I love that it's not the first time we've fought together, but in a way, with the same capes and everything.
We're part of the same squad.
We're kind of part of the same squad here, so it's a good opportunity, and I love when they get the chance to fight together instead of against one another, because they are rivals, but I love the friendship too, so it is about proving themselves to each other, but the little smile, the slight smirk, And well, I really love his attacks too. Like, oh, Yuno's, I fell, but I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna get stronger. You'll see. And Yuno's like, that's just gonna make you fall again. You're just gonna fall. He's good at this. It sounds harsh, but it's communication.
It's sibling rivalry.
Yes. And
a good one, though.
them being on the same side means that we get the chance to potentially see them fight together, help each other out, and this is good. This is always good. So I'm very excited. There's a shit ton of knights in this, but Mereoleona being like, we may lose some. I'm like, yeah, potentially. And I don't want that.
Me neither.
We have some characters in there that we could lose, and I'm afraid. Because last time, I mean, we fought 2 of the main 3 villains.
We defeated 2 of the main 3 villains.
And we didn't lose anyone, but we lost limbs. And to be fair, they were strong, but I think the copy guy is the main one of the 3.
We'll be able to copy your own magic.
Yeah. And it's not just him. If they're going to the hideout, there's going to be the army around, I'm guessing. Like, it's not just going to be all of us versus one guy.
Like
and
that
if
girl with the sludge, right?
Yeah, and if Lisht wakes up, we add him to the thing. Last time, we had a huge confrontation. Like, if it's not just the Black Bulls versus a villain, last time we had a confrontation was the invasion, and Fuegoleon ended up in a coma. So, things could go sour really quickly. There are all gonna have to be careful. And since there are 16 of them, that's why I'm saying we could lose people. So please be careful. No one important, but even the side characters, I don't want them to die. We've rooted for these guys in the tournament, right? We care now. We're connected. It would be cool though if somewhere in that future fight, Noelle and Nozel end up being like separated but together.
Oh, and they need to fight together.
Oh, that would fucking be great. Because this is how I want things to happen with Nozel. With Solid and the sister, we needed to defeat them.
Put them back into their places?
Yes, but with Nozel, I feel like it goes deeper. So I think we should team up and prove something. At least get him to talk. Get him emotional enough so he can say stuff.
Nozel, emotional.
For sure, like he's saying...
It's a has block.
But he can't... He hides it, but I think he cares. Not necessarily about her. I think there are too many bad emotions that stop him from caring or saying anything good to Noelle. But I think he's a caring guy. It's just he's used to keeping it inside. Because the reason, like, he's here because the king asked him. But raising the question in this episode...
His sister is in it.
What? No, I think he's here.
His
No,
sister is in the squad.
I think he's in there because he wants to get revenge for Fuegoleon.
Yeah, there's that too.
And I think there's that point, like, period. But I think he's the type of guy that has feelings, but he hides them behind a cold facade. Haha. So, if we push him enough to say stuff from, deep inside, and he says how he feels, we might learn a few things from him, like why he hates Noelle, why he acts like this. So, please have a moment so we can focus on that in the next fights.
Speaking about Nozel, why when I saw him standing beside Mereoleona, did I have this strange image that why do I ship them? Like ice and fire? I mean, he won't
He's
be...
Mercury, he's not ice.
He's Mercury and fire?
He's Mercury, right? Yeah, I think.
He's still an ice block in my mind. But why did I ship them? Would they be a good match?
I didn't see it, so I don't know. I don't know why you know. It's just because you saw them together.
I had a bubble in my mind that just popped, and I just thought,
Nah.
maybe, why not?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't agree, but we'll see. In any case, it's going to be a fiery team. She is going to make them suffer, but I think it's a good thing because I love the character. I think she's good. She's a great addition to the show, and pretty much everyone that's in the team is interesting, right? So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Again, I'm terrified we're going to lose people, but yeah, let's do this. Does that mean is it going to be like the final confrontation? Because this squad will exist until the defeat of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. So it could be like the final push, but I don't know.
We'll see.
We're just like halfway through the show. Is there going to be something else after this? Maybe.
I hope. But what will be bigger than the Midnight Sun?
There could be a shit ton of stuff, but I don't know. to be seen.
All right.
So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching it with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube pretty soon.
Yes.
Okay, see you then, guys.
Bye.